What if one humble plant, growing quietly in a backyard bed or sitting in a pot by the window, could season your meals, freshen the air around your home, help keep mosquitoes away, and even support your sense of physical and mental well-being? Welcome back to Earthly Delights, where we look at the old wisdom hidden in soil, roots, leaves, and everyday garden plants. Many people pass by lemongrass in the grocery store without realizing what a valuable plant it really is. To some, it is only that firm, lemon-scented stalk used in a bowl of Thai soup. But inside those tall, graceful green blades is an ancient plant that has been valued for thousands of years across Asia, Africa, and the Caribbean for cooking, traditional healing, household protection, and even spiritual practices. And the most surprising thing is this: lemongrass is one of the easiest and most generous herbs you can grow. You do not need a large farm, costly equipment, or advanced gardening experience. A single fresh stalk from a local market can turn into a steady supply of fragrant, useful plants right at home. Today, we are going deep into the world of lemongrass. We will look at 8 powerful reasons why so many people are growing it again, and how this simple grass can change the way you use your garden, your kitchen, and even your daily routines. Have you ever grown lemongrass before? Share your experience in the comments. Now, make yourself comfortable, pour a warm cup of herbal tea if you like, and let's explore the ancient plant that seems to do almost everything. Section 1. The secret identity of an ancient grass. At first glance, lemongrass looks simple: long green leaves, a pale lower stalk, and that clean lemon fragrance when you touch or cut it. But from a gardener's point of view, there is much more going on beneath that simple appearance. Lemongrass is not just one single plant. It belongs to the Cymbopogon genus, a large group of aromatic grasses with around 55 different species. For more than 5,000 years, lemongrass has held an important place in Ayurvedic medicine and traditional folk healing. But what makes it especially interesting is that 2 main types are used around the world, and knowing the difference helps you understand what kind of plant you may be growing. The first is West Indian lemongrass, known as Cymbopogon citratus. This is the one most gardeners and cooks are familiar with. It is the culinary favorite often found at farmers markets and grocery stores. It produces thick, juicy stalks with a bright, sweet citrus flavor and a gentle hint of ginger. Then there is East Indian lemongrass, or Cymbopogon flexuosus. This type is usually taller, sharper in scent, and stronger in its aromatic oils. It is grown mainly for essential oil production and is valued in perfumes, therapeutic balms, soaps, and natural cosmetic products. So if you have lemongrass growing in your garden, it is worth asking, which type do you have? Understanding this difference is the first step to using the plant properly and getting the most from what it can offer. Section 2. The plant that almost grows itself. Some plants are beautiful, but they ask for constant attention. They need perfect soil, regular feeding, careful pruning, and the right amount of water at exactly the right time. Miss one detail, and they struggle. Lemongrass is different. This is a tough, generous, tropical perennial that truly wants to grow. It loves heat, full sun, and humid air. In warm weather, when many delicate herbs begin to suffer, lemongrass often grows even faster. That is one reason experienced gardeners like it so much. Once it is established, it gives back far more than it asks for, and if you live in a colder climate, you can still grow it. Lemongrass adapts very well to containers. A 5-gallon pot is usually enough to get started. Keep it outdoors in a sunny spot through the warm months, then move it indoors before frost arrives. A bright south-facing window can help it survive the cold season until it is ready to return outside. The best part is that you do not even need seeds. Buy a fresh, firm stalk from the grocery store, place the base in a glass of water near a sunny window, and wait. In a few days, small roots often begin to appear. Once those roots are strong enough, plant the stalk in loose, well-draining, loamy soil. From there, lemongrass can become surprisingly productive. One stalk becomes 2, 2 becomes several, and before long you may have a full clump of fragrant leaves and sturdy stalks. It is one of those plants that teaches a simple gardening lesson. When you give nature the right conditions, it often gives back more than you expected. Section 3. Nature's ultimate invisible shield. Imagine sitting outside on a warm summer evening. The sky is glowing orange, the air finally feels calm, and you are just beginning to relax. Then comes that familiar high-pitched buzzing near your ear. A few minutes later, mosquitoes are everywhere, and the peaceful evening you were hoping for is gone. For many generations, people did not depend only on chemical sprays to protect their homes and gardens. They learned to use plants, and among those plants, lemongrass earned one of the strongest reputations for natural insect control. The reason is found in its aromatic compounds. Lemongrass contains powerful plant chemicals such as citral and geraniol, and many insects strongly dislike these scents. To us, the fresh citrus smell of lemongrass feels clean, bright, and pleasant. But to mosquitoes, those oils can interfere with the way they search for people. They make it harder for mosquitoes to follow human signals like carbon dioxide and lactic acid. Citronella oil, which comes from a closely related grass, is even recognized by environmental protection agencies as a safe and effective mosquito repellent. You can use this natural strength in a very simple way. Plant large clumps of lemongrass around patios, garden paths, seating areas, and places where your family gathers outdoors. Over time, those clumps become a living, fragrant barrier. You can also crush a few fresh leaves between your hands to release the oils and lightly rub them on your skin. At that moment, you are not just growing a garden plant. You are working with a defense system nature has developed over thousands of years. Section 4. A culinary masterpiece beyond soup. Some ingredients only add flavor. Others change the entire character of a dish. Lemongrass belongs to that second group. When its fragrance touches hot broth, steaming rice, or sizzling oil, the aroma can move through the whole kitchen almost instantly. This is why lemongrass is such an important ingredient in Southeast Asian cooking. Without it, famous dishes like Thai Tom Yum soup or Vietnamese green curry would lose part of their soul. Experienced cooks often bruise the firm outer stalks before adding them to food. That small step releases the fragrant oils inside, giving the dish a fresh, earthy citrus depth that is hard to replace. But lemongrass should not be limited only to soups or savory Asian recipes. In a practical kitchen, it can do much more. Finely minced lemongrass can lift a chicken marinade, make seafood taste cleaner and brighter, and give plain rice a warm, exotic fragrance. It also works beautifully in sweet dishes. Its soft floral lemon flavor pairs well with panna cotta, ice cream syrups, and creamy desserts. And on a hot day, one of the simplest pleasures is a homemade lemongrass cooler. Boil the stalks with a little palm sugar, then mix the fragrant liquid with fresh lime and soda water. It is refreshing, simple, and full of garden character. That is the beauty of lemongrass. It can take something ordinary and make it feel special. Section 5. The ancient medicine cabinet. Long before modern pharmacies existed, people looked to the land for support. In Ayurvedic medicine and traditional Chinese medicine, lemongrass was never seen as just a flavoring herb. It was used as a daily wellness plant, valued for the way it was believed to support the body in many practical ways. Today, modern research is helping explain why those old traditions respected it so much. Lemongrass is rich in antioxidants, including compounds such as quercetin and chlorogenic acid. These antioxidants help protect cells from oxidative stress and help neutralize free radicals. If you have ever felt heavy or bloated after a large meal, this is another reason lemongrass became so popular. For centuries, people have prepared warm lemongrass tea to support digestion and ease stomach discomfort, especially because of its carbonative properties, but its value does not stop there. Clinical research has shown that lemongrass essential oil can have strong antibacterial and antifungal activity, including effects against organisms such as E. coli and Candida albicans. Studies also suggest anti-inflammatory potential, which may help explain why lemongrass has been used traditionally for muscle discomfort and stiff joints. One especially interesting area of research used zebrafish models and found that lemongrass oil significantly reduced the movement of inflammatory cells, supporting tissue regeneration. So when you grow lemongrass in your yard, you are not just growing a fragrant kitchen herb. You are growing a living medicine cabinet rooted right in the soil. Section 6. The unseen
Lemongrass.
ecosystem builder.
Tanglad,
We
guys.
often look at plants and judge them by
Remember
what we can
this?
see above the
Parang
soil,
last,
the leaves, the
one
stalks, the
month
flowers,
ago,
or the harvest. But
ano,
after many
I
years
was
of
roading
working with
this.
gardens and
So yeah,
farms,
marami
one
na
thing
silang
becomes
ano
clear.
guys.
Some of the
So it's
most
ready. So
important work
ayan,
happens underground.
nandito na
Lemongrass
siya
is a
sa
perfect example of
5-gallon
that. It
bag.
is not only a useful herb,
Portable
it is
guys
also
para
a
pag
quiet builder of a
umulan o
healthier garden
yung
ecosystem.
mainit,
While the
pwede
long
kong
green
siya
blades
i-move.
move beautifully in the wind,
Ang
beneath
ganda
the
niya guys,
surface there
tatlo
is a
sila.
dense
So
fibrous
yeah,
root system holding the soil together with real strength. In tropical farming areas where heavy rain can wash soil away, farmers often plant lemongrass along slopes, borders, and edges of fields to help reduce erosion and keep moisture in the ground. In simple terms, it helps the land stay in place. But lemongrass also protects the plants around it. When grown near vegetables or fruit trees, its strong aromatic oils can help discourage common pests like whiteflies and aphids. That is one reason more growers are bringing lemongrass back into sustainable and organic farming systems. When you plant it, you are not just adding another herb to your garden. You are helping create a stronger, healthier, and more resilient little ecosystem right in your own backyard. Section 7. The harvest that lasts all year. One of the hardest things for any gardener is watching fresh herbs wilt, dry out, or spoil before you get the chance to use them. You grow them with care, harvest them at the right time, and then suddenly they are past their best. But lemongrass has a wonderful advantage. Its usefulness does not have to end when summer ends. When harvested and stored properly, lemongrass can keep its flavor and fragrance for a long time. The tender inner stalks can be wrapped tightly and stored in the refrigerator for several weeks. But freezing is where this plant becomes especially practical. You can freeze whole stalks, or you can chop them finely, place them into ice cube trays with a little water or broth, and freeze them into ready-to-use portions. Imagine the middle of winter, when the garden outside is cold and quiet. You take one frozen lemongrass cube, drop it into a soup or stew, and within moments the kitchen smells bright, warm, and tropical again. That is the kind of harvest that keeps giving. The leaves can also be dried. Hang them upside down in a dark, well-ventilated place until they are fully dry. After that, they can be stored for tea, herbal bath soaks, or simple home remedies long after the growing season has passed. With lemongrass, very little needs to go to waste. Section 8. The calming nighttime ritual. Modern life is loud, fast, and often exhausting. Phones keep buzzing, schedules keep filling up, and for many people, truly quieting the mind has become one of the hardest things to do. Sometimes the answer is not something complicated. Sometimes it is an old, simple ritual built around a plant. Beyond cooking and gardening, lemongrass has long been valued for its calming effect. Its essential oil contains compounds such as citronellal and linalool, which are known for their soothing and anxiety-reducing qualities. In Brazilian folk medicine, lemongrass tea has been used as a familiar remedy to help ease anxious feelings and bring the body back into a calmer state. You can create a simple nighttime habit with fresh lemongrass leaves. Boil them gently in water and let the clean citrus steam rise into the room. The scent is not heavy or artificial. It feels light, fresh, and natural, almost like opening a window inside your mind. You can also diffuse lemongrass essential oil or simply sit quietly with a warm cup of lemongrass tea. For a few minutes, the noise slows down. There is only warmth, fragrance, and stillness. Sometimes, one simple plant is enough to help us find our balance again. Conclusion: when you grow lemongrass, you are not just planting a kitchen herb. You are growing a plant connected to thousands of years of human knowledge, practical use, and respect for nature. From the ancient healers of India to the colorful kitchens of Thailand, from traditional home gardens to modern organic farms, this golden grass has remained valuable because it truly serves people in many ways. It brings flavor to food, fragrance to the home, protection to the garden, and calm to daily life. In a world filled with artificial products and quick synthetic solutions, lemongrass reminds us that nature often gives us simple answers that are both powerful and generous. Thank you for exploring the many uses of lemongrass with me today on Earthly Delights. Which of these 8 benefits surprised you the most? Are you thinking about adding lemongrass to your garden this season? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey into the wisdom of the soil, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so we can keep discovering nature's secrets together. Until next time, keep your hands in the dirt, stay curious, and may your home always carry the fresh golden scent of lemongrass.